Good evening, everyone. The Tuscaloosa City Council has now come to order. We ask everyone to please stand as we have our prayer, and then please remain standing for our Pledge of Allegiance. Bow our heads, please. Dear God, bless our proceedings tonight. Give us the wisdom to know what is just and the strength to do what is right. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. Approval of the minutes.
Make a motion, we approve the minutes.
Second.
Moved and second, we approve the minutes. Voting Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
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 Minutes stand approved. Proclamation statements by mayor and council. Just a reminder, we have our next town hall meeting this Thursday night at Skyland Elementary from 6 to 7. Look forward to seeing everyone there. I know Mr. Lanier's had to go out of town unexpectedly, but we're going to try to carry on without him.
I'm gonna try to leave him a good replacement. I think he can handle the job.
I think we're going to try, but certainly I know he's already had several town hall meetings and neighborhood association meetings. I'm looking forward to being out there with our constituents, Mr. Lanier, and look forward to answering any questions. And then our last town hall meeting of this summer and fall will be Thursday, September 7th at Catch a Taste in Mr. Tyner's district. Also want to remind citizens that this afternoon we presented the fiscal year 2024 budget. If you would like more information on what was presented by the city of Tuscaloosa, you can go to tuscaloosa.com/24 budget, and you can see the full presentation and begin diving in yourself as the city council begins deliberations on our fiscal 24 operating budgets. Lastly, just to remind people, if you would like to, if you have an overdue parking ticket, you can actually come pay it and put it towards school supplies for our children in Tuscaloosa. We encourage people to do that. We would rather it go towards helping our young people who need school supplies as we start the school year. You can go tuscaloosa.com or call 311 to learn more about it. Any council announcements?
None of our computers are working, but we'll be all right.
We're trying to move quickly tonight. We'll forward that down. None of the computers up there are working, so we'll see if we can't get those back on. Agenda item comments by citizens?
No, sir.
Consent agenda, clerk.
This approves items A and B on the consent agenda.
So moved. Second.
Second.
Moved and second. Voting Mr. Lanier?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Consent agenda is adopted. Public hearings, clerk.
This sets the cost for demolition of the structure at 3259 18th Street and authorizes the filing of a lien.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and second. Is there anyone here wishing to speak for or against setting the cost of demolition? Seeing none, voting Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Cost for demolition is set. Clerk?
This sets the cost for demolition of the structure at 2005 Dinah Washington Avenue and authorizes the filing of a lien.
Unless you want.
Motion. Second.
Moved and second. Is there anyone here wishing to speak for or against setting the cost for demolition? See- You are? If you would, please come forward and give your name and address for the record.
Speaking on behalf of 2005 Dana Washington, my name is Peggy Washington, and we're with the Holy Temple Church of God in Christ. We received what else did you want other than the name? That's it?
That's fine.
That's fine.
Okay. We received a letter stating that we owe $9,810.03. We called and we got a quote that it would be $5,000, maybe just a little bit more than $5,000. So we get a breakdown, which the price doubled. So my question is, why wasn't we given a breakdown as along with your fee? We just got this one quote. We were given a quote.
Is this a water bill?
No,
No, this is a demolition.
lien on demolition.
The demolition on 2005.
This is not the demolition of the church.
not the church.
The house,
The ch-
the house next to the church?
Right, the church
the red
purchased
roof?
that land
The red roof? With the red roof on top?
with the red, was it red roof?
Uh-huh.
This in your district? It wasn't the red roof? Okay.
Speaking of city attorney, why don't we do this? We don't have anyone here tonight from building and inspections. Let's recommend we table for 1 week. I don't think that will create any procedural problems.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we will ask someone from that division to get in touch with you and provide you some more detail regarding what set the cost of the lease.
Okay.
And can you please contact me and, so that I can get caught up on how long ago this was, all of the details of when you received the quote and your communications with the code enforcement department?
Okay. And like I want to say that the church, now, we are a community, we do things in the community, and that property is purchased for doing a community service. So for that amount, we were not told. That is the question. Why wasn't we told that the price doubled when we was given one quote? Because we were going to do it ourselves. So the quote that we was given, it was maybe 5, maybe a little bit more than 5, but not double.
Ms. Washington, I'll still ask the city council to table it. In the letter dated August 2nd, 2023, I think on the 3rd page, that you were provided a cost breakdown of this. What I'd like to do is just ask the council to table for 1 week, have our team get with you, and that way they can fully answer the questions. This document is not seen by me or the city council, and I'd like our professionals who deal with this on a day-to-day basis to walk you through this so we can get all your questions answered.
I will make.
Motion to table,
Second.
1 week.
Okay, I have one other question.
Yes, ma'am.
Are there funds out there to help the church?
For paying for
For
the
the-
cost of this? Not from the city, no, ma'am.
Not from the city.
Sir, if you would, please give your name and
Yes,
address.
Elder Parham. I'm one of the assistant pastors at Washington Temple, Holy Temple. Not for money for the church, but for doing things in the community. Do they have fund like, block funds or something that we're trying now to work through the community, help the community. We've already
Since-
started a program.
That's such a broad question, but if you could contact me and allow me to be briefed on this situation
Okay.
with code enforcement and the demolition, and then I can also connect you to any other resources that we might have. I'm not saying that we do, but I can definitely give you a list of community resources or just resources in general, since that's such a broad question.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you all for
Thank you,
coming.
ma'am. Anyone else wish to speak for or against? We have a motion and a second to table for 1 week. Voting, Mr. Lanier.
Yes.
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 The cost of demolitions table for 1 week. Clerk.
This approves an application for a permit to construct a pier for commercial use.
So move.
It's been moved and second. Any questions of the council? Is there anyone here wishing to speak for or against? If you would, please come forward and give your name and address.
TC Lightsey, 12211 Viewpoint Road. My property is just next door to the marina here. Is there, I've not seen any plans or anything like this. Is this just a permit? I mean, surely are there construction plans, or does this have to go through building and zoning and?
I'm going to ask Mr. LaFoy, who is our Lakes Director.
Norman. Can he look?
Answer the question for you.
Can he go this way?
So that's what's there
Before.
now,
I don't know.
and that's what's gonna be there.
It's Norman for it.
They're adding transit docks to tie up to, a 10-foot staff-only boat launch, some floating walkways that flood when the water's up. They're gonna go on top of those. Boat return docks, and 9 rental slips over next to your property. There were 10, and it was gonna be close to your dock. Even though they could use their whole amount of property, I got them to cut one slip off
Okay.
to give you about 15 to 18 foot between the property line and your pier.
Okay. Is there any more, right now, they've built a parking lot there at the end right there, or is there any plans to have any more, disturbance or any more infrastructure, anything to service these docks that are there?
Not on this.
Okay. Is that something that would have to go through zoning and planning, or
If
is that?
it's on city property, off city property, I can't answer that.
Yeah. I was a little confused when this happened the first time as far as what the city property is on the lake, but
Right.
I don't know how I guess you just do the lake, but I mean, I can see the acquisition line and how all
I'm
that
below the
works.
acquisition line, correct.
Okay.
Any other questions?
That's
Mr.
all I have.
Lightsey?
Does that answer your question, sir?
I had not seen anything other than I knew that they were trying to add some slips. My property is right there in the green right there. And like I said, it's right at the corner of, the bottom left right there where the 73210 is. So my property, my dock is right on the corner of the property with the marina. My thoughts, or what I'd heard is they were coming all the way to the line with the boat slips, and that was obviously gonna be pretty close and intrusive. So sounds like they set back some, but, that's gonna be out in the water a pretty good bit, so.
Of course, they move with the wind. It's gonna be 15 to 18 foot.
Sure.
After we took that other slip off.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you. Anyone else wish to speak for or against the permit? If you would, please give your name and address.
Vanita Brown. I live at 12275 Viewpoint Road. I'm TC's neighbor. So my concern about this is, I have 3 grandchildren. I live right beside TC. TC has a couple of kids. We have kids across the lake that come over and play. So the path in which y'all are putting this is the path that these kids kayak, they board, waterboard, they float, they swim. And literally, these boats are going to be coming in and out of the path that happens in. Now, these are kids that range in age from 10 to 14, and they have friends that come over. I mean, anytime there can be 8 to 15 kids swimming right in this area. So I'm very concerned about that.
Thank you. Now, the city's not putting these in. It's DDS Investments that is placing these. The city's role is only approving the permit that allows them to install that. So
I
it's
know.
not, these are not city-built or owned.
I understand, but I'm asking the city. I'm assuming the city's role at Lake Tuscaloosa is the safety of the people on Lake Tuscaloosa.
In this particular hearing, of course, the city council is approving the permit, though. I didn't want you to think the city was constructing this.
Okay. But the city can either approve it or not approve it.
The city council can, yes.
Okay. But that's my concern. Like I said, in this area, a lot of kids playing all the time.
Is this just, this is approving an application for a permit, right? Not the actual permit?
Mr. Lavoy, would you come back up? Mr. Lavoy is our manager, director for Lakes. Would you mind answering Mr.
Yes, sir.
Council
If you
President
approve
Tyner's
this,
question?
This will be for the permit. We'll write them a permit. Is all they're doing is adding to their permit they already have. The last time they come, we added more buoys out further because of the traffic. And they're only adding 9 rental slips on this, is the only difference. But we have added more buoys out further in front of them.
There's already a lot of boats up there, aren't there? Quite a few boats?
Just the operating marina now?
But as I said, what the problem is where it sits and where they're gonna have to come in and go out to get into their boat slip. They're coming into the path of our children.
Have we already addressed the speed of the traffic on the lake?
I feel like we've discussed, have y'all been up here before about another?
I've never been here before. No,
Okay,
I never
I don't know
have.
why I was thinking.
And the buoys have certainly
Mr.
helped.
I thought Mr. Lightsey, I
He
thought
might
I
have, but
remembered.
the buoys have certainly helped slow down
him
the traffic
before.
out there, but again, where this is.
Yeah, I
You're putting these
understand.
boats coming out right on top of where our kids are. I mean, this
So the
isn't that
red
far
part is
out.
a new addition?
Yes.
The red part is.
James, in these discussions, were any of these these concerns talked about as far as,
They wasn't on this the last time, like I said, when we brought it up the last time, the state had us put more buoys further out to cover the slough for the traffic.
like wake
No
zone?
wake, yes, sir.
Wake buoys.
There's like 6 in that slough now, buoys.
So if you look at this drawing, you see TC's house, and you see the 73210. Well, right out from the water, where the water starts right there, and on out is where our kids swim. I mean, I'm right beside him, a little bit over where you see the green, but again, we have kids swimming in that area, and we have, our neighbors across the street come swim with our kids. A lot of kids can be there. And again, because of where they got to come in and out, because of the closeness to where this is, there's no way they're not coming into the path of where our kids are.
Does Lakes Division have any concern? Mr. LaFoy, if you'll speak into the microphone.
I don't really, I don't live next to them, but I don't really, since we do have the no-wake buoys further out. So it's already slow speed. And this is in front of Pier 43's property. So we're not out impeding in front of anybody else.
Any other questions of the city council for Ms. Brown or Mr. LaFoy? Thank you, Ms. Brown. Anyone else wish to speak for or against? If you would, please come forward and give your name and address.
Mayor, Council, my name is Dale Phillips. I represent DDS Investments, and I understand the concerns and things, and I feel like if I can have just a couple of minutes, I can clear some of this up. The new addition of the 9 slips, that's the end of our shoreline. We're done. We've used all usable shoreline that the marina has. The other in the inlets there, that's just, some of that is replacing deteriorated concrete walkways that are falling in, and we're just replacing those. Those 9 right there, as Mr. LaFoy said, it intended to be a 10, and we backed off 1 because we don't want to encroach on the property line. That's never been our intention. And this, you know, 9 boats going in there. I understand this lady's concerned, and I 100% respect her concerns about boats coming in. But those 9 boats coming in, you have to take into account there's probably 700 boats right there in that little inlet already. Those 9 boats are not going to impact the amount of traffic coming in and out of that inlet. And they'll be constructed as close to the shoreline as they can be constructed. We want to do things the right way, but I don't think that the amount of boat traffic that it will increase compared to what's already there will be that significant of a change. Any questions I may clear up?
Any questions for Mr. Phillips?
I just want to make sure that we've already, because I feel like we have had this discussion, and I've been out to see the marina currently and the new additions that they're going to do with the repairs. So I just want to make sure that we have already addressed the speed on the lake and the traffic of law enforcement out there, because I mean, I understand their concerns, just like I would feel about traffic on my street. That's how they feel about traffic on the lake. So I just want to make sure that we've already took care of all of that. I know the staff said that we added buoys. Anything else we're missing?
Well, keep in mind, there's a state marine police boat housed there in the marina, and we worked along with Mr. Lightsey, was very helpful in getting new buoys added out toward the main body of the lake. So yes, now instead of being able to run at lake speed a partial way down the inlet, now as you enter that inlet, it goes to no wake only.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Mr. Phillips, were those in the original, I guess, planning and zoning meeting, you guys tried to address as many of these concerns because I'm assuming there were concerns raised about putting those docks up against the property line too. Is that, and also the speed? What other issues came up that y'all?
Well, you know, the speed of the lake, we addressed those issues several months ago, and not necessarily out of a building issue, just out of a necessity to slow boats coming, in there. There's people that live up that inlet, and boats coming in there at a high rate of speed causes a lot of water waves and things. So we work not to get that solely for the building, but just to slow boats coming down in there. So the speed was dealt with in another way. And like Mr. LaFoy said, we took one slip off of our original 10 to make sure that we didn't encroach on Mr. Lightsey in any way. We don't want to crowd anyone. We have a huge demand for storage on the lake, and I'm sure the other marinas on the lake are trying to find a way to service those people that live on and come to the lake in any way we can.
Any other questions? Thank you, Mr. Bell. Anyone else wish to address the city council tonight? If you would, please give your name and address.
Thank you. My name is Wayne Miles. I live at 12212 Viewpoint Road. I could care less about the waterways. What I care about is the traffic that has been created in my neighborhood. I've lived there for 34 years. I contacted Scott Thomas with the county road the week prior to Memorial Weekend. He put 2 counters out. The counter in front of my house had 387 cars go by. 12 of them were speeding. This is a one-lane road. The counter on the back side of the loop had 307 cars going through it, and there were 6 speeding. Also, if you'll look up there on that map, there's an L-shaped boat house, and there's an opening in between them. That is a boat landing. I've used that boat landing for 30-some-odd years until the new owner come in and put a boat slip in there and fill that up with mud. I can't put my boat in there now without having to back through mud. That's all I've got. I'm working with the county to get speed breakers put in there, but y'all need to keep in mind, this is a one-lane road. Thank you for hearing me.
Thank you. Anyone else wish to address the city council tonight? Seeing none, this direction of the council before I call a vote. All right, voting Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
Yes.
You can table.
Hey, I would like to table this, if that's possible. Talk with both of these parties and just make sure these issues been addressed. I make a motion to do that.
Second.
Can
Can we? Do I need to rescind my vote?
We gotta,
you got to rescind
The motion? Did I second
we
the
have to
first
finish,
motion?
Brandy, we have to finish the vote since it was called, and then if you would like, then rescind the vote and then move to table. Is that correct? They can just rescind it without us completing the vote of the council?
I will make a motion to rescind, if that helps.
Second.
There we go.
We're gonna,
Are-
Mr. Wilson.
does
we're
it have
gonna
to be
say
one of us?
Does he have to, does that have to motion, have him second?
Yeah.
Ms. Howard and Ms. Wilson, since you two have already
to
voted,
re-
you two would have to rescind
Rescind.
your votes.
Right.
Mr. Busby, you have not voted yet.
Mr. Mayor, I would like to rescind my vote on the basis of Councilor Crow's recommendation to post for 1 week.
Okay. Ms. Howard?
I would also like to rescind my vote in respect of the council members' decision, so I rescind my vote in regards to 1 week.
Okay, and Mr. Crow, is that a form of a motion?
Yes.
Yeah, and I second.
All right, here we go.
Tell you what, 18 years, or I guess 21 years, you learn something new every single day. First time I've seen this in my career. So we have, the
What
votes
did
have
we
been.
learn today?
The votes have been rescinded. We have a motion and a second to table for 1 week.
That's what I heard.
Okay? It's been moved and second to table for 1 week. Voting, Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
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 And the permit is tabled for 1 week. Ms. Johnson, thank you for guiding us through that. Mr. Crowe, is there anybody in particular from a team staff level that we need to direct?
I want to make sure that if y'all will hang out just for a minute, I want to ask a couple of questions of y'all. James, I'll call James.
Okay.
And we'll talk about it.
All right, thank you. Resolution and ordinances not of a general nature or permanent operation. Clerk.
This authorizes the City of Tuscaloosa to make an application to the U.S. Department of Transportation for the fiscal year 2023 Protect Planning Grant and authorizes the execution.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and second. Voting, Mr. Lanier.
Yes.
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 Resolution's adopted. Clerk.
This authorizes execution of agreements and related documents for various city events.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and second. Voting, Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
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 Resolution's adopted. Clerk.
This authorizes termination of the master agreement and amendments number 1, 2, and 3 with J.P. Morgan Chase Bank.
Motion.
Second.
Moved and second. Voting, Mr. Lanier.
Yes.
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 Resolution's adopted. Clerk.
This authorizes execution of a master commercial card agreement with J.P. Morgan Chase Bank.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and second. Voting, Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
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 Resolution's adopted. Clerk.
This authorizes execution of a minor public works contract with Night Sign Industries Incorporated.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and second. Voting, Mr. Lanier.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Resolution's adopted. Clerk.
This authorizes the purchase of equipment from ARI Hetra.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and second. Voting, Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
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 Resolution's adopted. Clerk.
This authorizes the purchase of equipment, supplies, or services.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and second. Voting, Mr. Lanier.
Yes.
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 Resolutions adopted. Ordinances and resolutions of a general nature or permanent operation for introduction. Clerk.
This amends Exhibits A and B of Section 19-42 of the Code of Tuscaloosa.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and second. Voting, Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
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 Do I hear a
Call for
call?
unanimous consent?
Second.
Moved and second for unanimous consent. Voting, Mr. Lanier.
Yes.
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 Code is amended, auditing account.
This authorizes the payment of bills.
Pay Kip's bills.
Payment bills?
Thank you, Bill.
Moved and second. Voting, Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
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 Bills are paid.
Thank you.
Citizens' comments and other communications. Any citizens wish to address their city council tonight? Seeing none, subject to exercise of mayoral veto on ordinances of a general nature or permanent operation, all applicable departments are hereby ordered to otherwise implement council policy.
Move, move adjourn.
Second.
Moved and second to adjourn. Voting, Mr. Lanier.
Yes.
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 Meeting's adjourned.